Hello students, welcome to this ethics class. Today we will discuss 2018 1A. Again, before watching this video, attempt this question so that you benefit more. So state the three basic values universal in nature in the context of civil services and bring out their importance. Again, this is similar to the questions that have been asked earlier and also after 2018. You should prepare notes for any 5 values. Already you should have already prepared the notes so that you can use the same notes when such questions are asked. Such questions are repeated. UPSC has asked several times, state any 3 values and bring out their importance, especially in the context of civil services. If you see, such questions have been asked even before 2018 and after 2018 several times. So since we are discussing from 2021 and going to 2013, we have already discussed these values in earlier papers. So you will find the similar points in my answers again, because I would repeat the same points because I would have prepared the notes already. Again, ethics is a very subjective paper. You can develop your own answer since you can write answer in a number of ways. Let us see how I have written. So if you see, this I have already discussed. These are the same points. So empathy is one of the essential values that I have highlighted. Empathy is essential to effectively understand various problems of people. So without empathy, without putting yourself in others' shoes, you cannot really understand issues of others. If you cannot understand issues of the people, if you cannot understand the problems of the people, then you cannot understand the needs of public service. Also, without empathy, you cannot work for poor and marginalized. Only when you understand their problems thoroughly, then only you would have motivation to work for them immediately. So examples, you can give a variety of examples, your own examples. So here I have included to prevent PDS exclusions. So if you know how much hunger is important, then you would ensure that there are no exclusions due to public distribution system. So better targeting MG Narega, faster completion of Jal Jeevan mission. So if you know how much important drinking water is, you would make sure that Jal Jeevan mission is completed very fast. You would ensure that MG Narega is taken up properly so that no one's livelihood is affected. And you would also focus more on aspirational districts. You would also focus on sustainable development goals. So all these require empathy. Without empathy, you cannot really understand the issues of people. If you do not understand their issues, then you cannot work for them. So empathy is a very essential value in civil services. Impartiality. So impartiality is necessary to prevent crony capitalism like License Raj in 1980s. So if you see, again, these are the same examples that I have discussed earlier. To prevent corrupt practices like 2G and coal scams. To prevent nepotism, like if we see in infrastructure projects, there is lot of nepotism. And to have decentralized and inclusive development, that is for strengthening local bodies. We have already discussed that partiality strengthens centralization and impartiality is required for decentralization and for strengthening local bodies. Next, integrity is another essential values. It is essential to understand and have strong moral principles that help in all kinds of decision making and addressing various challenges of public service. So in definition of integrity itself means having strong moral principles. That's all. So it is important to have strong moral principles. Why? Because in public service we find various kinds of challenges, and to address those challenges we need to have strong moral principles. And principles are the major factors that guide any kind of decision making. So and also to uphold all other values, etc. And also to uphold all other values we need integrity, because integrity itself means that we have strong moral principles. So integrity by definition itself means that to uphold every other value. So an integral public servant ensures transparency and accountability in public service. He has dedication to service. He shows empathy and impartiality. He has courage of conviction. She makes objective decisions. She has tolerance. And she focuses on inclusivity, etc. So, since ethics is a subjective paper, you can write your own points and you can also choose your own values which you wish to include in the answer. So, it comes to around 137 words. So, that is it. This question will be repeated again and again because UPSC wants to see what you understand by values. It wants you to explain their importance, especially in public service, and also it wants you to give examples of why values are important. So prepare the notes because that the same answers you might have to write again and again because this question is repeated. And ethics is a subjective paper. You can write your own points, your own values which you feel are important, etc. So that is all. Thank you.